Hello and welcome. My name is Aleisha, if you didn't know that already, and I love to bake. And I happen to be vegan, so this is where we bake vegan treats and we bake vegan things. And I'm so excited to kick off the new year. It is 2022 and I'm hoping for a better year than last year, and exciting things are coming this year, which I am super excited for, so I cannot wait. We're gonna start off the new year with something simple and healthy. I've made these many times before, but not on this channel. And I used to make them because they were easy to just grab and go from the fridge and take on the run. But I haven't been doing that as much last year, but I think I might need it this year. So we're gonna get started with overnight oats. But before we do that, I'm gonna be using one of my Christmas presents that my friend got me. She got me an apron with my name printed on it, and obviously I'm gonna put my hair up. So without any more speaking from me, let's actually get into the video. What do we think? I don't know if I mentioned it before, but this recipe is super simple, so I'm excited. Alrighty, so for this recipe, you're gonna need a couple of jars. These aren't mason jars, we don't have any. They're kind of like the cheap ones you can get from Kmart. And the lids have holes in them, so we're gonna be glad wrapping as well. But to start off with, let's try that again without the camera falling. You're just gonna want to start with half a cup of oats in each cup. Hopefully you get more in the cups than I did. Then you want to add in half a cup of into each one of your choice of alternative milk. I'm going to be using oat, as that is all we have. I don't think oat and milk and oats are probably the best combo, but I don't really have another option here. Next up is the coconut yogurt. I found this brand and I absolutely love it. It's vanilla coconut yogurt and it's by Plant Culture. I don't know if it's just a thing I found at my supermarket, but in love with it. So we're gonna add that in. 1/4 cup to each one. Next up is the chia seeds. You can add anywhere from 3/4 tablespoon to a whole tablespoon. I'm not the biggest fan of the texture of chia seeds, so I'm going to go a little bit less than a tablespoon. But I mean, you can barely tell they're in there. And it's extra protein. I forgot to mention, these are super duper high in protein, like 15 grams almost. And then you just want to add a little bit of sweetener of your choice. I've got maple syrup here. Whoopsies. That should do it. Now we mix. And once you've given it a good mix, that is the base of your overnight oats already done. You can chuck it in the refrigerator as is now overnight and just use it when you need it. They store it for 2 to 3 days. As you leave it overnight, the moisture will soak into the oats and the oats will go nice and soft and it'll thicken up quite nicely. But as I said, this is just a base, so you can add whatever you want to it. You can make carrot cake, you can make date, you can make berry, you can make all these different flavor combinations. So if you stick around, I'm gonna make 2 of my choices of flavor combinations. I'm just gonna mix this one around, and yeah, I will give you a review and show you what it looks like in the morning. All right, now for the toppings. Mum and I like boysenberries, so I'm gonna do one with frozen boysenberries. But I think for the other one, I'm gonna chop up an apple and do apple and cinnamon. So it's just 1/4 of an apple here, chopped up nice and small. I'm going to chuck that into my second one. I'm then gonna sprinkle on top some cinnamon. Sorry, need a bit more than that. Oops. Add as much to your taste. I'm then just gonna mix the apple and cinnamon through so that it soaks in overnight. just like that in the morning. 2 oatmeals to take on the go, which are both very high in protein. I'm now going to put Glad wraps over the top, put these lids on top, and leave them in the fridge until tomorrow morning, when I will see you and we'll have a taste test. However, for you, it'll be a second. So, till tomorrow. As promised, it is the next morning, and I have the overnight oats from yesterday. My mum had the boysenberry one, so I've got the apple and cinnamon one, which I'm not mad about. It's a little bit, it's like a good texture. It's like an oatmeal texture. If you wanted it to be a little bit firmer, I'd recommend subbing or halving the amount of milk you put in. So only do a quarter cup split. So then the amount of oats and the amount of yogurt and oat milk equals each other. And then you'll have like a really, really thick kind of overnight oats. Also the chia seeds, you can barely tell they're in there and you can't tell the texture. But you're probably just saying, shut up and eat it. So, what's that? I think I added too much maple syrup. But other than that, really good. The cinnamon's good. The amount of cinnamon is pretty good for me, actually. I was a little scared it'd be too much. And the apples add a little bit of crunch. Just overall, I will eat this whole thing. It is so good. And it's good to just take in the go, or if you can have it in the car, or you can just leave it like wrapped up in your center console and have it really quickly when you get out of the gym or you finish work. I don't know. It's perfect on the go. But that is all I have for you today. And please remember that you can make these in any flavor you would like. If you like this video and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. It helps me so much. And turn on notifications so you get notified when I upload. Comment down below any suggestions you have. Pardon me, or flavors you want me to try, or recipes I should try, anything like that. Or if you just want to talk to me, I'll reply to comments. Yeah, hit that like button. It helps a tremendous amount. And that is all I have for you today. So I will see you in the next video. Until then, peace out.